Imagine one of the most closed and disciplined armies in the world, such as the North Korean army. Have you ever thought about being a North Korean soldier? Their daily lives, tough training, and strict rules. Perhaps you've seen a few North Korean generals with uniforms full of medals. Seems like a bright career choice. But have you heard about a North Korean soldier sent to fight in the Ukraine-Russia war after leaving the closed-off North Korea? Were they really sent to war? If so, what have they done so far? Are they successful? And why don't North Korean soldiers surrender and defect? To answer questions like these, this video was prepared as an ultimate guide about North Korean soldiers in Ukraine. The North Korean army, like the rest of the country, is a closed and mysterious institution. Information about the Army's combat strength is highly conflicting. The estimated number of soldiers ranges from 850,000 to 1.2 million. The amount of ammunition and weapons they have is a complete mystery. Moreover, in the case of a potential mobilization, this number could rise to 6.2 million. So, as you watch this video, hundreds of thousands of Koreans are likely trying to fulfill their duties under harsh conditions. The main topic of our video, North Koreans sent to the war in Ukraine, is quite a controversial subject. While many sources confirm this information, some sources deny it. No official statement has been made by either Russia or North Korea. On the other hand, many videos have already circulated on social media. However, some people continue to claim that the individuals in these videos who resemble North Korean soldiers are actually Central Asian-descended Russian soldiers. While it remains unclear whether North Korean soldiers have participated in the war, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made a confirming statement about the issue. He announced that 2 North Korean soldiers had been captured and were wounded in the Kursk region. After questioning these 2 wounded soldiers, some shocking information came to light. Russian forces had reportedly executed the wounded soldiers to destroy evidence that North Korea was involved in the war in Ukraine. Related videos are accessible through Ukrainian Telegram channels. Zelensky also ordered the Ukrainian Security Service, SBU, to allow the media access to these prisoners and shared their photographs. During the interrogation conducted in Korean, it was learned that one of the prisoners was born in 2005 and the other in 1999. Zelensky said, "The world needs to know the truth about what is happening." These soldiers are reported to be part of the approximately 11,000 North Korean units sent to support Russia. Zelensky called on Pyongyang, proposing that these 2 North Korean soldiers be exchanged for Ukrainian prisoners of war held by Russia. Additionally, one of the captured soldiers expressed a desire to stay in Ukraine, while the other wished to return to North Korea. In a video released by the SBU, one of the prisoners stated that he thought he was sent for training and was unaware that he was participating in a real war. The other soldier, who was wounded in the chin, provided a written statement and said he had not been informed about the current situation of his family. These developments provide significant evidence of North Korea's direct involvement in the conflict in Ukraine. Zelensky emphasized that Russia has become dependent on North Korea's military support and suggested that more North Korean soldiers could be captured in the future. What about their equipment and strategy? And what's Russia's plan? The North Korean army largely uses military technology inherited from the Soviet Union and has a very limited capacity in terms of modern weapon systems. However, the biggest difference is that the North Korean army lacks real combat experience. While motorized units form the core of the army, it is not exactly clear what roles North Korean soldiers will take on in the war in Ukraine. While it is likely that they will operate in small groups, this would require more advanced coordination, and the language barrier between them and Russian troops could complicate operations. In any case, it would be nearly impossible to conceal the participation of North Korean soldiers alongside Russia. As Pyongyang goes through an economically difficult period, Moscow is in need of military personnel and ammunition. Therefore, it can be said that both sides are open to military cooperation. In the past, the North Korean army has been used not only as a military force, but also as cheap labor. Similar to the Soviet Union's construction brigades, North Korean engineers and construction teams were assigned to the construction of military facilities, bunkers, and logistical lines. This situation may not have changed today. Instead of directly sending North Korean soldiers to the front lines, Russia could assign them to build military infrastructure, underground depots, roads, and bridges behind the front lines. This way, Russian forces can be directed more towards the front lines, while North Korean soldiers take on critical logistics and construction tasks as support units. Such a division of labor could help Russia use its human resources more efficiently in the war, while also creating an opportunity for North Korea to gain economic and technological support. According to information provided by South Korea's intelligence agency, it is estimated that around 300 North Korean soldiers have been killed and 2,700 wounded during the conflicts in Ukraine. This marks North Korea's first large-scale military intervention since the 1950 Korean War. North Korean soldiers have been facing significant challenges in adapting to modern warfare technologies, particularly becoming vulnerable to advanced technologies such as drones, UAVs. Meanwhile, Russia's commanders are trying to conduct the war with traditional primitive tactics, which negatively impacts the effectiveness of North Korean soldiers on the battlefield. Some notes found on the bodies of deceased North Korean soldiers suggest that they were encouraged to commit suicide rather than be captured. One soldier, for example, reportedly shouted, "General Kim Jong-un," before attempting to detonate a grenade to avoid capture. These painful details reveal how harshly North Korea trains its soldiers and how accustomed they are to accepting losses. Retired South Korean Brigadier General Moon Seong-mook notes that these soldiers were likely unprepared for the unusual terrain of Kursk, which is very different from North Korea's mountainous regions. As a result, it is estimated that many North Korean soldiers have faced high casualties. The deficiencies of Russian commanders in terms of tactics, communication, and adapting to modern warfare have contributed to the increasing casualties. Moon emphasizes that the conditions on the battlefield are extremely challenging for North Korean soldiers, because they are not accustomed to dealing with situations involving drones and other modern technologies. Moreover, being constantly deployed in vast open spaces with no cover, they frequently become targets. According to Moon, this constant pressure has led to high casualties for North Korean units, as enemy forces are better equipped with technology and more prepared for defensive tactics. Despite the North Korean military's trust in Russian commanders, they are facing significant difficulties in terms of teamwork, communication, and adapting to modern warfare strategies. This has made North Korean soldiers more vulnerable against the technologically superior Ukrainian forces. It is expected that the casualties among North Korean units will continue to rise as the war progresses, as their technological lag leaves them increasingly exposed. The mismatch between North Korean soldiers and modern warfare technologies provides a stark reminder of the evolving nature of combat. Soldiers trained in traditional methods, without adequate exposure to cutting-edge military technologies, are at a significant disadvantage in contemporary conflicts. In the case of North Korean troops in Ukraine, their struggles to adapt to technologies like drones, UAVs, advanced surveillance systems, and precision-guided weapons highlight a crucial shift in modern warfare. Technological superiority is now often the deciding factor in battle outcomes. This technological gap does not only impact the North Koreans, It poses important lessons for military forces around the world. Traditional warfare, relying on brute force, endurance, and tactical maneuvering, is no longer enough on its own to secure victory. The modern battlefield has evolved to emphasize speed, precision, and intelligence gathering, fields in which technology plays an indispensable role. North Korean soldiers, with their limited technological training, are struggling to keep pace with adversaries who employ advanced systems like drones and satellite-guided artillery. This has resulted in increased vulnerability, as these soldiers are unable to counter or neutralize these modern threats effectively. Furthermore, this technological divide is not just about weaponry. It's about the entire strategic framework that shapes warfare today. Communication, real-time intelligence, and data analysis have become as important as physical combat. In future conflicts, the ability to coordinate and make decisions based on accurate and timely information will be more important than ever. The North Korean military's inability to fully integrate modern communications and surveillance technologies into their operations further isolates them from global military standards. The increasing reliance on technology also brings forward a significant shift in military strategies, moving from large-scale confrontations to precision strikes, cyber warfare, and unmanned combat systems. Thank you for watching our video. If you would like more videos on military and historical topics, you may like this video.
Oh, no, don't touch.
Katy Perry?
I've never heard this before in my life.
I love Katy Perry.